Hey man, what's the axe of the day?
This is a hatchet.
Hatchet?
Yep.
Nice. What is it? 1 1/4 pounder?
Well, it's probably not that. It was original.
Does it go into the wood good?
Yep.
Nice.
Whoa.
It's actually a pretty nice hatchet, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think it's got a name brand on it. Oftentimes, if it's a manufacturer would stamp their initials on it or their company name. What does that say? Can
M?
you tell?
Looks like
Yeah, it looks like an M. Yep, I can't see any other marks on it. Oh, look at this. Looks like there was a mark there. I don't know if it was a maker's mark.
Oh, where's the map? Where's the map? That's an M.
There's an M on it and 1 1/4. So it's a 1 1/4 pound hatchet. Before we do anything else, is there anything we need to do? Nitro. Oh, that's my flashlight.
Oh, but I win. I had to throw my axe down on the ground.
You don't throw your axe on the ground.
Well, what happens if you need to do something quick? You have to pull out your knife. Where do you put your axe? On your head?
True, but you know what? You should also do your knife drill with your gloves on. I know you think it's more efficient, but guess what? When you're using your knife, it's best to have gloves so you don't cut yourself. Do you guys know what fatwood is?
Yeah, it's like
A pine wood? Or has
pine wood that it's like a pine tree that's falling down, and like when it falls down, the stump's still living, and like
there's a bunch of sap in it? And
there's a bunch of sap in the center, and that's fatwood. It's like as hard as a rock.
That's mostly right. I see some fatwood right now.
Where?
Right there?
Right here.
Whoa. That's fatwood?
That is.
This piece of wood was put on this house probably 25 years ago, more than that. It's a piece of pine, and you can see that there's sap that's been dripping out of it. And you can see it's been painted over a few times, but it keeps dripping. And you can see this is hard as a rock. But did you know what? That's actually a liquid.
A very hard liquid?
It's just oozing so slowly. It takes years to
So how long would it take to get down there?
I don't know. Well, so far it took 25 years to come out and to get this far. And look, it's still oozing. And so right here, this piece of wood pretty much is fatwood. It's part of the pine that has got tons of sap in it, and it will burn very good.
Can I get a close-up?
Sure.
Here's an example of fatwood.
Well, that's
Well, yeah,
an
it's
example
sap.
of pine
Sap.
pitch.
Yeah.
Pine sap. I think it's pine. Here, let me see the axe of the day.
Hatchet?
That's hatchet of the day.
Watch this.
Can we burn some of that?
Hold out your hand. That's a liquid.
What acting like a liquid? That's a liquid. I'm holding a liquid in my hand.
Oh, so easy to break.
You want to see if it burns?
Yeah.
With a spark or a
Well,
blowtorch?
let's try a blowtorch first.
I'll get it.
So we'll put the pitch on the ground. Hit it with the torch.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's liquid. It's
It's
liquid. It's liquid. It's liquid. It's liquid. Look, 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 look. It's liquid.
Hit it again. Get it burning.
Get burning. Get burning. Oh my gosh.
It's like,
And it's still burning.
Oh yeah, and it'll burn.
Forever?
Supposedly it burns very hot. Supposedly if it's wet, it'll burn. Supposedly you put a piece of fatwood, which is full of this stuff, it burns so hot it'll get other stuff burning very well. So that's pine pitch. That's what's in fatwood. So we need to find some fatwood if we want to
Michael, you
add some to
that
collection.
straight at my knee.
All right, let's go.
And then can we start a fire with that?
Well, if we find some fat wood, maybe we can try to start a fire.
So I have I think we should look around some pine trees.
Well,
Well,
let's head this way.
our old stump. No.
StevieJoes, you said that like we should get this down there.
This is our fault. Where are we going? Over the ditch?
So, they say if you have a pine tree,
Yeah.
like this guy here,
Yeah.
if this pine tree blew over, it would have a stump left. And then over time, the roots still want to bring sap up to the rest of the tree, but
Yeah.
there's no more rest of the tree. So
Oh,
the sap kind of builds up in the stump. And
it
then
just
it
dries
dies and it starts to rot. But the area of the stump that has built up with sap usually won't rot. And it'll be so full of it, and it'll be hard as a rock, just like that pine pitch that we saw on the house. So if we took a look at this,
the old tree that fell down, yeah?
yeah, this is a piece of pine that fell down.
Would there be pine pitch in it?
It may. Here's the middle of it.
Oh, rotted.
It seems harder and not rotted.
Whoa.
Could that be fat wood?
Maybe.
If it's that hard.
It smells like pine. That means it's full of pine pitch.
Oh, yeah. It smells a lot like pine.
Oh, yeah.
But this wouldn't really be fat wood. This isn't the good stuff. But look, that tree came down here. Here's some more of it. And here's the stump.
Oh, right here?
This should
This
be
is stump?
full of fat wood.
This is a stump?
Yeah, there's the tree.
How did it
So
not...
grab this
how
and see if
did
we
it-
can pull this out.
Okay, grab it for this.
Hey, can I try and axe it out?
Well, you don't want to ruin your axe.
Whoa. I don't think I have to. No, the vine's stuck. Okay. Vine's holding you back.
Just chuck it over there. Could be spiders and snakes and whatnot. Oh, is that a frog?
What?
I thought this was a frog.
Ah.
Just a leaf.
She's scared.
So look, all this is rotted. And look, some of this isn't rotted. Some of it's pretty hard.
It's in here.
So that's the rotted part. Look at that.
What is that, mealworm?
Looks like one. It's pretty darn big. It's the biggest mealworm I ever seen. It'll turn into a beetle at some point.
Ugh. If you touch it, it's so cold.
I don't have
Oh.
gloves.
Nice, I love
Slowest
it.
mealworm I've ever seen.
Well, it's really cold.
Oh, it's a cold-blooded animal.
Well, it's an insect. Pretty cool. Look, this is pretty hard. So I think this is pretty much fat wood.
Is this its head or tail?
Head.
This. But it feels like it's
I think that's his head.
the black thing?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, you're touching his butt.
And look, he's warming up now. He's starting to freak out and say, wait a second, what's going on? Something trying to eat me?
So ticklish. Alright, let's go. Ah! It's biting me! I don't think it's biting me! It is? It's biting me!
I saw water squirt out. I think it took a dump.
Ew. A pea?
Should we see the chickens fight over it?
Yeah.
I think it took a poop.
But you know what? This is probably much fatter. Let's try it.
I think we may need mine for this. Alright. I think this one's too weak.
He's technically...
Getting... Oh.
It's wood and dirt, Michael.
I know.
Yeah, we're going to have to
Rotted wood.
whack it harder.
Because
Oh, this one looks like fat. This looks like...
Does it smell? It should really smell like pine. Okay, watch out.
Oh, that smells like pine.
Does it?
Yeah.
Probably have safety glasses, but it's okay. Now look at that.
that looks like fat wood.
That looks like fat wood. Ooh, and smell that.
I can't. I have a stuffy nose.
Oh, that's really smelly. That's well, it smells a lot.
The test. I have a stuffy nose. That smells like pine.
So let's get a little piece of it. Watch yourself.
I've never made that sound in my whole life.
I've actually never.
Wow, smell that. And see if it's sticky. Is it sticky? I got my gloves on.
No.
Is it sticky at all?
Feel it. Feel it.
Oh, look, it's sticking. Yep, that is full of pine sap. Fatwood. Say you could use little shavings of it. Let's take the axe of the day. Let's make like a toothpick.
Toothpick.
See if you can light the end of that.
Oh! Okay. Alright, I think that.
That's on
Here
fire.
we go, we going.
It's
Keep
like
going.
There's wind coming through too.
Alright, that's good.
I'm blocking the wind. So supposedly that burns really hot. It's a much hotter burn than regular wood. And if you have a little bit of fat wood and you start that burning, you can put other stuff on it. See the black smoke?
Yeah.
There's chemicals in
If you go,
pine pitch that burn real good.
Just.
So another thing they say you can do with fat wood is you can take little shavings of it and you can make a fire just from a spark from like our magnesium fire starters.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I got an idea. Let's bring the fat wood to our good fire pit, like where we make our usual fires, light it, and then try making a small fire.
We could do it right here.
I just move some of it.
And it actually lasts for quite a long time.
It sure does.